Hello, I'd like you to show you how to do teddy bear. So teddy bears are nice and easy to do, and you can put quite a lot of personality in them. You can also do them any colour. I've coloured some sugar paste and I've got brown, light brown, white for the eyes and a little bit of black for the eyes as well. I've also got some water to help me stick it together. And any tools you've got lying about. I mean, if you've got a ball tool, lovely. If not, you might use the end of a paintbrush or a knitting needle, whatever you can find that's a little bit rounded. Now this is just sugar paste, so I haven't got anything else mixed in here apart from the food colour. Because of the size of it, I'm also not putting any internal supports in there. So I've taken a ball of paste, and there's basically three sizes that I'm aiming, three shapes that I'll need. One is a ball, and just roll it, keep rolling it until it's nice and smooth, no cracks. And it's up to you what size you do. Just checking the size. And one of the shapes is a teardrop. So just holding your hand out a little bit, open at the top, close at the bottom, and it will give you a pointed shape. So that's the shape I'm going for the body, and I'm just going to place it so it's nice and straight, not leaning back. If I do say it's leaning back, then the head will be back and there's a good chance of it falling over. So I'm just going to very smooth and stand it up. Now I need to do two legs, and I'm going for equal size paste. There you go. So equal size. I'm going to roll it into a ball, then again into a teardrop, but a slightly long teardrop this time. And then with the end, I'm going to just bring it up. So I've got a long teardrop with a point on the end, which I'm going to flatten, and that can go against the body, and the foot can stick up. So I'll show you that again. Into a ball to start with, then open the top of your hands as you roll it, keep them bottom closed, and that will give you a teardrop. So a long teardrop. I'm then going to take the rounded end, and I'm just going to bring it up like a foot, and then the pointed end I'm going to flatten so it's against the body. So the reason I'm going pointed here is to represent the neck. I'm also going to do arms. Estimate the size, and with modelling the best thing to do is just have a go a few times until you do get the right size. But if you're doing two of something, so two legs or two arms, then you need to get your sizes right before you model. So just make sure they match. So this is an arm. Again, open my hands at the top. Oh, didn't come out very well, so let's do it again. Roll it into a ball, roll it into a teardrop, and then just flatten the point, and that's going against the body. And it's going right up to the neck. It does look funny if, and I'll show you this one, if your arm starts about here, it doesn't quite look right, it really needs to come up to the top. Now you could change this, you could have it so he's holding hands, holding something in between his hands, or you can have one arm down like that, so he looks like he's leaning back. Checking all the time there's no cracks, no nail marks. So you can see here I've got a nail mark, so I'll just need to roll that back up again and smooth this out. Now this paste, because it's soft. I'm finding that it's sticking, and you can see that the arms are sticking to the body without a problem. If I'm finding the paste is a little bit dry and it doesn't stick, then I'll put a little bit of water in between the body and the arms. Or if I build it up, so I leave that to dry, for example, and then I'll come back and do the head another day, I need to add water to it. So I'm going to do the head. So I'm going to put a dent just in the top here, and that will make sure that the head will balance and it'll have less chance of falling off. So, too small. And this is how you do sugar paste modelling. You just want to keep going until it looks right. Just turn him around so I can see him. Yeah. Making sure he's nice and round. Place him on. If I was going to put a hat on him, I'd wait until that's dry. But it's sticking, so I'm going to worry about it attaching. So I've got my basic shape. So far I've used balls and teardrop. For the ears, I'm going to start off with one round shape. Not too big. I don't want him to have big ears. Then I'm going to put a little bit of the lighter brown on top. Yeah, so perhaps a smaller ball than the one I've already made. Okay. Then I can use a ball tool or anything that's got, as I say, anything that's got a round end, and just flatten those two together. And just using a knife, cutting that in half. So now I've got two ears, and I'm going to attach those. So if it needs to, a little bit of water. And I'm just going to curl those ears in a little bit as I put them on. I can then add pads to his feet. So a small amount of paste, and again, because I'm going to do the same, flatten them down. A little bit of water. One, two. So I'm just putting a little bit more detail on him. I could do a little pad on the front of his tummy in the lighter colour as well, that would look nice. So I'm going to do his snout. So again, checking the size, into a ball, into just a small teardrop and flatten it. A bit of water. Now, if you can see, I'm flattening it down here, so that's a little bit flatter there, and that's a little bit more raised. I'm going to put a dent for his nose. I'll just show you that. So that dent. I'm also going to put two dents for his eyes. And you can see I'm trying to keep him nice and straight. I'm going to use some white. Again, Bear's eyes aren't that big, so I'm going to quite small. And because I'm doing two, I want to match up the size before I put them on. A little bit of water. Now if you want a mouth, mouths are quite nice if you do, if you've got a plastic straw. I mean, there are modelling tools you can buy for this, but a plastic straw, just a circular straw, cut in half, and you can just put the indent of half the circle in there, or the piping tubes, anything to give them a little bit of a curve. I've got some brown and some white, and again, always have him looking somewhere, never straight ahead. So do I make him look? I think I'm going to have him looking to one side. Tiny little balls of paste, and I've just got some black here. Dark brown would work just as well. And what I can do is just put the black on. I haven't always got to put the white on first. Just a bit fiddly. His nails. It's quite nice if you do a ball and into a little bit of teardrop. Check the size. And you can see all the time I'm working with this, I'm looking at the size and I'm altering this as I go. So I've got his nose on. Okay. So, what else can I do with this teddy bear? I'm doing quite a lot, can't I? I could put stitches coming up the centre of his tummy, around his head. That would look really nice. I could give them a bit of texture, so I could texture the fur by using the edge of a knife and texturing it all the way around. So to texture it, I could use the back of a sharp knife and just texture it all over like that, and that would look quite nice. I could put a little bow in his hair, a little Alice band or a bow around his neck, band around his neck, and a little bow to one side. I could even put a little skirt on him or a little jacket, a bow tie or a tie coming down would look really sweet as well. So there's loads of ideas that I can do to change him and personalise him. But that's the basic teddy bear. Thank you.